Sacrifice. There's no other way to describe it. Complete sacrifice. Joseph left his manufacturing job outside of Bombay and set out with practically nothing. A bedroll, 2 shirts, a small amount of money. His goal? An area of Maharashtra so unreached that he would go door to door every day for 2 years and never meet another Christian. That God had called him there didn't mean it would be easy. The ground was hard and dry, and for years the seeds he sowed seemed to simply blow in the wind and take no root.
When I came, I had almost nothing. By His grace, the Lord provided a room for me in this very hostile community. There was nothing in it, only what I carried with me. I was trusting the Lord to provide, believing He would raise up a church. I just didn't know how long it would take. It was very hard ground. For such a long time, there was no response from the people. Even after months of hard work, still nobody came to Christ. Finally, I decided to begin fasting for a change in people's hearts.
10 days, no response, no food. 20 days, still nothing. 30 days of continued fasting and prayer. Still, the breakthrough did not come. Eventually, the fast had to end. Yet even this didn't cause him to lose hope.
I was supplied with printed materials to hand out, but the task of getting them home was almost too much for me. The sack was full of the literature I needed, but very heavy. When I couldn't carry it anymore, I would drag the sack over the ground to get it home. It was grueling in my weak condition. The people needed the information, and I wouldn't give up. When I finally got home, I started taking the tracts to the people. Every day I would leave my literature and share the gospel message. Town after town, village after village. Eventually I would run out of the tracts and begin the whole process again. And again.
For the next 2 years, Joseph would continually offer his body as a living sacrifice to the Lord. Yet despite all his efforts, the people still were not responsive. When he was not out sharing with people, he would return to his empty room and read his Bible and pray. Hearing him pouring out his heart to the Lord made his neighbors nervous, and they accused him of witchcraft. For his safety, he was forced to find somewhere else to pray. It was then he began climbing to the top of a deserted hill about a mile from his home.
God provided this quiet place of solitude. I could turn my heart to Him and not have to worry about those around me. Every day I would come here and I could see the towns and villages off in the distance, and I began to claim them for the Lord. One after another, I would lift the people up to Him. I had nothing to distract me. I would spend hours here.
When it seemed the soil would produce no fruit, Joseph found strength on this hilltop.
Somehow I would continue. From town to town, from village to village, I walked and spoke with the people. But no one would listen. Eventually, I thought I would go to the outcasts of society like Jesus did. I went to the poor, to the drunkards. But they grew angry and wrapped my tracts around large stones and threw them at me. Once I was beaten and pulled into a house. They told me I'd be killed for my faith. But a man came by and heard my cries and rescued me before they could finish.
After the end of 2 years, Joseph was almost broken.
I cried out to God to send me somewhere else, anywhere. Finally, the Lord said to me, "Don't pray for another place. I have put you in this place, and I will sustain you." It was then I was led to speak to the only people in this land who would listen to me. I had talked with everyone else, and they had rejected me. But the children responded differently. They listened. They embraced what I was telling them. Soon scores of children would come to my room and I would teach them simple church songs and tell them stories from the Bible. They would sing the songs at home and their parents would ask where they learned them. The children would tell them about the nice man who loved children and taught them. And the parents would come and talk to me. Many, many doors were opened through these children. The Lord is so faithful. He is moving. See that village? I've gone to every doorstep and evangelized there. We now have a mission started. And in that town over there, we have a church. And that town too, we have a church and another mission starting. That town, and that town, and that village over there, I visited all these towns, every house with the good news of Jesus Christ.
16 years later, Pastor Joseph has evangelized more than 165 towns and villages. The Lord has helped him plant an astounding 25 thriving churches and another 28 vibrant mission stations, all where the gospel was previously unknown. With his love for the Word of God, Pastor Joseph also helps run the GFA Bible School based in his area to help raise up more strong Bible-based pastors to lead these young churches. He also continues to meet and teach those who first listened to him, the children. 16 years ago, Pastor Joseph could have left this district, but instead, with a dedication and sacrifice beyond what many could bear, he bowed his head to the will of the Lord. And now he is able to look out over many towns and villages that will be forever changed by the good news of Jesus Christ.